Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Friday, June 30th, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Los Angeles Dodgers vs Kansas City Royals. The Dodgers lost their most recent game to a divisional opponent in the Colorado Rockies by a score of 9-8. Mookie Betts had 3 walks and 3 RBIs while taking some reps at shortstop for a bit. Yonny Hernandez had 3 RBIs as well, while Will Smith also had 3 walks on the day. Freddie Freeman and David Peralta were the only players to earn multiple hits in the game. Michael Grove went 5 innings and gave up 4 runs, while striking out 3 and walking 2 in his outing, but the bullpen faltered massively to let Colorado win. Mookie Betts has eclipsed Max Muncy as the leading power hitter on an offensive squad that can put up runs in a hurry. He has 20 home runs and 50 RBIs, but Freddie Freeman holds the crown for the best batting average on the team with an even .317. J.D. Martinez is the leader in slugging percentage with .571, but Freeman takes the cake in ops with a .928. Los Angeles has only Will Smith with at least a .4000 BP. Freddie Freeman has the most hits on the squad with 100 and has finally settled into form as a Dodger. On the pitching end, Los Angeles is loaded with talent. Dustin May and Clayton Kershaw have the lowest ERAs on the team, with both of them under 2.75. With Kershaw, Urias, Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin, and the potential for Walker Buehler to return, the rotation could be fearsome in the playoffs. The Royals were able to earn a rare win this season, this time beating the Cleveland Guardians in 10 innings by a score of 4-3. Freddie Freeman was the hero with a clutch pinch hit that scored 2. Edward Olivares also had a pinch hit RBI, and Drew Waters was the only Royal to have a multi-hit game. Zach Greinke gave up 11 hits in 6 innings, but limited the earned runs to only 2, while the bullpen took care of the rest for Kansas City. Salvador Perez is still the most productive power hitter on the Royals in spite of his age, with 15 homers on the year. Bobby Witt is the only other player to have double-digit home runs, while Vinny Pasquantino has shown solid patience at the plate, earning 25 walks compared to 31 strikeouts. Witt has 23 stolen bases on the year, and Freddie Freeman is batting a team best .286 right now. He also leads the team in OBP and OPS with a .345 and a .851 respectively. Freeman additionally has the highest slugging percentage with a .506. On the pitching side, Brad Keller has the best ERA on the team for those who have had over 5 starts, with a 4.36 ERA. Brady Singer is leading the squad in strikeouts with 70, while Jordan Lyles has the most innings thrown at 91.2. The Dodgers should win this game, even though they are on the road. The Dodgers have a better team with more talent than the Royals, and they are also playing better baseball right now. The Dodgers are currently in first place in the NL West, while the Royals are in last place. The Dodgers have a record of 44-28, while the Royals have a record of 28-45. The Dodgers are also 5-1 in their last 6 games against the Royals. The Dodgers starting pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, is 6-2 with a 2.13 ERA this season. The Royals starting pitcher, Brad Keller, is 3-8 with a 4.91 ERA. I recommend betting on the Dodgers with a run line. This means that you will win your bet if the Dodgers win the game by more than 1 run. The Dodgers have one of the more talented offenses in the game, and Kansas City has given up 436 runs on the year, ranking 3rd worst in the MLB. I could easily see the Dodgers putting up at least 6 or 7 runs, while the Royals played across a few runs to reach the over. Neither pitcher screams dominance, and Kansas City has hit the over in 5 of their last 7 games. Lyles has surrendered at least 4 runs in every start he has except once since April 23. I expect the Dodgers to take advantage here and turn this into a slugfest. Take the over in this matchup. Detroit Tigers vs Colorado Rockies. Michael Lorenzen will get the starting nod in the first game of this series. He allowed 2 runs on 7 hits and a walk, while striking out 4 over 5 innings last Sunday in a start against the Twins. Lorenzen posted his 2nd consecutive start allowing 2 runs or less, but failed to reach 6 innings for the first time since May 22. According to Yahoo.com, he generated 8 whiffs on the day and gave up just 2 extra base hits, one of which was a 2-run homer to Donovan Solano in the 3rd inning. Lorenzen has not picked up a win since May 16 because the Tigers are anemic offensively, but Sunday's effort brought his ERA down to 3.97 to go with a 1.16 whip and 58.19 kBB over 77 innings. He has a difficult matchup on the road at Coors. The struggling Rockies will run with left-hander Austin Gomber in Game 1 of this series with Detroit. He had a good game last week, allowing just 2 runs on 5 hits over 5+ innings of work against the Angels. Gomber had gone 5 starts without a win and lost 3 straight outings entering last week. He was limited to 71 pitches, 44 strikes, but the Rockies gave him enough run support for the win. The left-hander punched out 3 on the night while issuing just 1 base on balls. According to Yahoo.com, he got 9 whiffs on 71 pitches in the ballgame, posting a CSW of 27%. Now 5-7 on the season, he will look to further improve upon his horrendous 7.01 ERA and 1.61 WHIP. He has a good chance to duplicate last week's performance against one of the weaker offenses in the majors. Both the Rockies and Tigers are struggling right now. The Rockies have lost 10 of their last 13 games, and they have been giving up a lot of runs. The Tigers are in last place in the AL Central, and they are averaging the second fewest runs per game in the MLB. The pitching matchup in this game favors the Tigers. Antonio Senzatella has an ERA of 6.58 this season, and he has allowed 19 home runs in 83 innings pitched. Tyler Mahle has an ERA of 3.77 this season, and he has allowed just 10 home runs in 101 innings pitched. The Tigers are also playing better baseball at home than on the road. They are 18-17 at home, but they are just 10-28 on the road. I think the Tigers will be able to take advantage of Senzatella and win this game. I recommend betting on the Tigers to win. Although the Rockies have the benefit of playing in altitude, so do their opponents, they are still averaging only 4.92 runs per game at home. The troubling part is, opposing teams are averaging a whopping 6.62 runs against them. Detroit has been bad offensively, but even the lowly Tigers will be able to generate some runs on the soft-throwing Gomber and an anemic bullpen. The total is projected a lot higher than you can imagine with the Tigers in the game, but I like this to go over. The number has gone over in 12 of Detroit's last 17 games and 5 of 7 on the road. It is tricky trusting the over in Colorado games, especially considering how high odds makers place the total. But take the over here in what should be a high-scoring game. New York Yankees vs St. Louis Cardinals. Thursday's games have been excluded from the analysis, and the 44-36 New York Yankees played the Oakland Athletics to decide the winner of a 3-game set at Oakland Coliseum. After a tough 2-1 defeat in Tuesday's opener, the Yankees trounced the A's 11-0 behind Domingo German's perfect game. German fanned 9 and needed 99 pitches to finish the 24th perfect game in Major League Baseball history. The Yanks finally got things going at the plate last Wednesday. They are slashing a poor .210, .275, .353 with 20 doubles and 10 home runs in the last 2 weeks and 348 at-bats. With Aaron Judge toe on the injury list, the Yankees struggled to score runs in June, and Judge's return date remains unknown. Anthony Volpe is 10-for-31 with a couple of doubles and a solo home run in his last 11 games, while Billy McKinney has homered 3 times over his previous 10 games and 32 at-bats. At the moment, the Cardinals look like a more dangerous offensive team than the Yankees, who have recorded a 103 WRC+ against the lefties and 67 WRC+ against the righties in the last couple of weeks. During that span, the Cards have registered a 120 WRC+ against the righties and 112 WRC+ against the southpaws. I don't trust the starting duo, so give me the Cardinals because of their offense. The Cards' bullpen has struggled for most of the season, but holds a nice 2.94 ERA in the second half of June. On the other side, the Yankees' relievers have accounted for a 3.38 ERA and 2.87 FIP since June 15, and New York's bullpen is arguably one of the best in the majors. Take the St. Louis Cardinals. Matthew Liberatore will get the starting call Friday. The 23-year-old left-hander is 1-2 with a bloated 5.60 ERA and 1.65 WHIP in 6 starts and 1 relief appearance, 27.1 innings pitched, in 2023. Liberatore hasn't been involved in the decision in 3 straight starts, yielding 11 runs, 7 earned, on 15 hits and 6 walks through 12.1 frames of work. Last Sunday, he gave up 4 unearned runs on 4 hits and a couple of free passes, while getting just 7 outs against the Chicago Cubs. St. Louis eventually won 7-5. Our total pick is over.